Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arizona State will have some work to do after that short return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it. He's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they get him down over the 14-yard line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country. He's not getting any sacks or anything. We knew he was going to be a little frustrated. But he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself. Knowing the numbers and the stats would come, he's off to a great start in this game.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's not just starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense can use this guy's production consistently.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the USC Trojans offense will go to work for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because the safety is a different breed.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The running back has it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes the stop, and the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. The inside handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's a big run play, and it's not easy to do down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the tag. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game. You can go back and you look at it. Man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job of the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the way to his spot. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49 On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Here's the handoff. The Trojans pick up the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Good job running down the route, but get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll try the right side. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the blitz and the blame.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, that D tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Staying physical in the red zone as he pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. And the Trojans will keep this drive going.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, USC! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Trying to pound it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojan!
The big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys, who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's up to a great start. This one with that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Bust through behind his pad. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Pockets goes to collapse. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here's the return from inside his 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Ready? Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going in the offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
42 Spider, 4-2.
He's looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the defense stopped him again on second and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
And it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're doing, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to the ground with the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Pounded. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
They've got a first and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Run it with the fullback. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. Give them that rock, get a first down. Those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes. Just hit you in the mouth.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the week.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback will audible. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, and they convert it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Got his man. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the connection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They're nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. You want to talk about hearts in throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The give to the big fullback. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's a big one. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew run linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Open.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And the Trojans get enough to move the chain.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching go. Tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Winning those individual 6-second